I've been using rumor and myth pretty much interchangeably, and I honestly just realized this not too long ago. Hello everyone, this is Janelle, the SLP Peep, and today we are still going to go medical, but in a specific way. If you have not already, please hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get on to this. Megan Sutton, a speech-language pathologist from Tactus Therapy, actually posts 10 aphasia rumors. I've consolidated some of them, and some of them I'm not even going into, but she posted her aphasia rumors and myths onto her website. Her information will be linked down below. Now, before we go on, I want to explain pretty much the definition of aphasia. Aphasia is the loss of ability to do something because of damage to the brain. And with that definition, we are going to be able to answer some of these myths really quickly.
Myth: aphasia is rare.
Now, I can only imagine that the idea that aphasia is rare is because not a lot of people come out and saying, I have aphasia. Now, because you have not heard of it or you haven't heard much of it, it doesn't necessarily mean it's rare. You just might not be in the right population group or the right area to hear about it often. There's more people with aphasia than with Parkinson's disorder. Again, I will link all the information down below.
Myth: aphasia is only caused by a stroke.
Now, what a stroke is, which may help clarify this myth a little bit, it's when the blood flow to your brain is interrupted, whether it's too little or too much. What I mean by too little is when the blood flow is restricted to get to the brain, or there's too much blood, quite literally, on or in the brain. These are two different types of stroke, but it also goes to show a lot can happen, and we need to take care of it immediately. Now, is this the only way there could be damage to the brain? Stroke is just one kind of brain problem. Another way a person may get aphasia is from a traumatic brain injury. Traumatic brain injury is exactly what it sounds like. It's a traumatizing brain injury. But yeah, stroke isn't the only way it happens. There are other ways to damage the brain.
Myth: aphasia only affects one area.
To say that aphasia only affects one area is discrediting so many different parts of the brain. Sometimes aphasia may be very specific, and it does only affect one area, whether it's only listening and comprehension, whether it's only speaking. But in some cases, there's even global aphasia, meaning so many different parts of the brain have been affected that you pretty much feel like you're going to have to start from scratch. Now, which kinds are more common and which kinds are less common is going to be very different, especially depending on the population you're working with. Aphasia affects a lot of areas. Sorry.
Myth: aphasia cannot get better.
Without proper treatment and therapy, and even how much support a person gets, aphasia cannot get better. I want to make a caveat on this. There is no cure for aphasia, but there is therapy to help people with aphasia. Depending on where the damage to the brain was, depends on what kind of therapy a person may need. Sometimes it's just their speech. Sometimes their speech is fine. It all depends, and it all matters. Some individuals may plateau, meaning they've gained so much of their ability back, but instead of going all the way back to the top, they keep going and they plateau. They do not end up going to back where they were, but they've definitely made significant gains from where they once were. Yeah, aphasia does get better with proper treatment and help and support. That is for sure.
Myth: aphasia affects everyone the same.
I feel like I've already answered this question like a few times already, so I'm going to answer it in a different way. People's attitudes about different functions and abilities may differ. For example, someone that's really shy, really quiet, and does not want to talk that much may place more importance on physical therapy and occupational therapy than speech therapy. On the flip side of that, somebody that loves to talk or loves to make announcements or, just like using this part of their body may want to place more focus on speech therapy than physical therapy or occupational therapy. Everyone's going to react differently, and everyone's going to place their focus somewhere different.
Myth: Aphasia only affects those with a prior diagnosis.
Aphasia does not care who you were, or who you are, I should say. We're not dead yet. We made it through Halloween, we're not dead. Aphasia can happen to anyone, whether you are royalty or whether you're living on the streets. The diagnosis of aphasia does not care. Some people may be more predisposed to it, depending on their lifestyle and even family history, but it does not 100% dictate that you are free from aphasia. Eat healthy, be active, make sure you check in with your doctor often. For my question of the day, do you have any questions about aphasia? Also, thank you so much for Megan Sutton, who is a speech-language pathologist on Tactus Therapy website. Information will be linked down below. Thank you so much. I hope you have a terrific and wonderful day. Bye-bye. Let's see if anyone notices. Be all and all. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that really it? That was it. Oh, that got really short.
Myth. Aphasia is only caused by stroke. I should do that again. I lost my face. There it is. That's it.
I was so excited. I accidentally forgot the outro. Bye-bye. Oh.